like watered down Dragon Force. Alright. There we go. Whoa. Raise it forward. That's better. Alright. Hey, I am back after a week off. I was... No, you don't get laugh. No, there. Kitty tries to get my laugh at least once every like 2 hours. Now you're just staring at me. Anyways, I was in Texas for a week for work, so I was not here. So now I am. I gotta remember where I was. I'm pretty sure we're just working on this picture still. Hello. You weren't the first one here, though. I like where this is going so far. But I think we were working on the main up here last, if I remember right. For one, I'm not liking how the eye's turning out right now. Hello. Oh, let's see. That cicada doesn't shut up. Go shut it up. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play with that eye a little bit here. This one? I think I know what I need to do. I'm gonna make a second one of this. I haven't actually planned out what I'm gonna want to do for BronyCon yet this year. I do want to try to do something, for sure that is, I just haven't really planned out what I want to do. Yeah, that doesn't actually work, does it? Oh, this is a texture, that's why. Damn. Oh wait, no, I can still make it smaller. Let's get closer. I just wanted a part that was tighter up through the top. Like that, maybe. But no, I do want to do something. I have time to think it over, so I'm not worried about rushing into figuring out something to do. Does that work better? No, that looks weird. Maybe the old way was better. I think I just might change the color or something. Or maybe just, I might keep that. I'm gonna get closer though. I do think that this needs to be a little tighter. I'm gonna dim it a little bit. I did get some sucky news last week though that one of the other business trips I have to take later this year actually is the same time frame as Ciderfest. So technically, Ciderfest is October 26th through the 28th, and I'm technically in New York from the 22nd through the 26th. But I got permission to leave it early, so I could just fly out from New York to Milwaukee and It's going to make things more complicated, but at least I'm not going to miss out on any of it. It's my favorite convention, so I don't want to miss out on any more than I need to. Plus, I have obligations there. Okay, does that work better? Yeah, that works a little better. I'm just wondering if that color is right. Let's see here. If I go... So this is removal of red. If I swap this out to like this, it feels a little better. I don't think I'm going to be able to actually modify it to the color I want. Because I mean, even that right there is pure red. Wait, no, I want a little bit of blue, one less green. That's what I was going for. It's mainly that I'm looking at this as it needs to blend with the color around it. If it was glowing an opposite color, it would just seem weird. Yes, I'm so super looking forward to Saturfest. We have some new ideas for panels that we're going to be trying, or at least one. But it's going to be a lot of prep work. Probably more prep for a panel than or a convention than I've ever done, other than like BronyCon, single video stuff. But I don't really count that as prep. It's more of a making a video, and it just happens to be that I'm showing it at the just happen to be showing it at a location. This year for BronyCon is going to be a little different because I am going to try to make something for it. But it just, when I got originally when I asked them, I was like, so when is the October audit that I have to worry about? And they're like, oh, early October. I'm like, oh, no issues then. And then they go and give me the date. I'm like, you do know that it's the absolute last week of October, right? Like, oh, well, we had that wrong. I'm sorry. So yeah, I kind of got, I'm not screwed. I like my job, so I'm not gonna complain about it. Oh, why is it called tail light? Oh, I know why. That's the light I'm looking for. Okay. So there's nothing about subscribers on YouTube. It's just I get hit with a lot of videos and stuff, so I tend to when I'm not on stream, kind of sit in the dark for the most part, and I just have a small group that I deal with or talk with, and then beyond that, I kind of ignore the internet. But especially on stream, I don't select or watch videos because I don't know what I'm gonna get. No, my last job used to stress me out horribly. I worked in damaged freight, so the only time people called you was when they were angry about something. But no, I actually my job now still has a lot of worries, but or things that could go wrong and things I have to watch for, but it's way more satisfying. I work with good people, and I don't have to deal with customer facing anything, so it's a lot more positive atmosphere anyway. So okay, I just want to make sure that it was balanced. So yeah, no, I like my job now. All of the jobs I had before were more jobs. This is kind of more of a career type thing, which is nice. It's just about finding the balances for light here. Oh, this, I thought this was shaped weird. It's not. I would think that the light coming off here, well, it's hit this part, would probably still go and hit at least down here at the top bits of this. So it's about finding that right angle to get that. Actually, I don't. Oh, that is working. It's just that it's thicker than I thought it was going to be. I'm doing well. How are you? See, that hits the wing bit there, but it might be, it's definitely too strong for now. Plus I think it might be too blue. This I can understand being, I gotta be a little more purple in there. That looks better. And we're gonna drop that brightness. Just enough for a little bit of a glow. I have the glow there. The feeling I should make some kind of a glow up here. I might not care though, because it's going to be good enough. This is a white light coming up across the top here. What is causing that? Right there. That actually, its purpose is to do that. Oh, because I had brighter lights before. Now, I still want to keep it white-ish, but I want to make it more of a blue. Which I think that should suffice with. And even some of the lights over like here and here, I might want to dim those down into something a little bit more bluish. Maybe too purple. See, this is actually like kind of glowing now. It's getting hit from the back by something. It's probably that butt light. That butt light. What was that? I will find it. Oh, it's right there. That's an easy one to cut off too. There. Fixed. I want another blue light just back here. I'll grab this one again. Purpose is to just add a little bit of extra definition. I want to make it a little sharper. Is that probably want to make it dimmer at the top. Oops. because it's going to assume that the body's up there. It's probably going to be too bright. Yeah. I really don't want it that bright at all. Just enough to have that little bit of an outline with it. Okay. So, anyways, back to what I was working on last time. It was the main up here, which, as it is, would it work? Kind of, but I think that this poof needs to be pulled in. To pull the poof. Oh. Oh. So it's not actually supposed to be there. Would that work? That'll work. Then that gets rid of that. Now I just have to place another one. Okay. Well, that answers that stupidity. The light shape is helping. I just want to make it so that it feels, because right now it feels like it kind of goes doot doot, like a little 90-degree bend there, and I'm trying to get it so that it feels like a natural pull away from the neck. Like, but not just like a flat line like this. I want to have it with definition and shape. Like, that could work, because it does have a little ripple to it. That'll work. I want to add a little bit to the top here. Let's add more of these. The light is not set to be... Oh, there we go. Shrink this. It just still feels like an aura a little bit around her head. I think if I can move this one. I wish that I could actually, like, put some in front of her, but I have a feeling that that would be impossible. Because I have the lights and stuff that are being used for it would just not behave the way I want it to. Like, for one, that has that little bit poking out, but I think I think there's other textures I can use for this, so I can make it work. But also these are going to be in focus more than the others too, which might be destroying the illusion a little bit. Oop. So I just hit this one, right? Yeah. I was like, whoa. See, it just lights up everything. I could probably get it to a super, super tight window. To be careful because this wants to hit the eye above. It's not even hitting the cloud now. There we go. I don't know. I could do... No, that would make it black. Because my worry is it's going to be... There, that's a little bit better. That it was going to show up like the gray without the light being bright enough. get this to hit. Oh, not her. I don't think I can do it with how it's positioned. There we go. I still don't know if I like it. It feels awkward. Oh, especially now, because I did this. If this was one, it would have a better effect. Because with the transparency, you can see through to her. Even like that. I don't know. I don't think I like that. Yeah, this makes her feel like more like a void of darkness. Yeah. I think I might stick with that. I don't think I have seen what you're talking about. I've been kind of off the grid for like a week and a half. I don't know, should her teeth be that bright? I might leave it as that. Her mane, I think, just needs to be bigger. It feels like it's just kind of a big triangle poking down to that one point. I'm gonna get rid of that. Like that. See, this is, I think this is my issue, is that right here, this is all nice and soft because of the depth of field, but this is hard. But I think by doing something like this, I might be able to blend it. So we can do for the bottom then. I feel like it still needs to feel like it's getting towards a point. Try something here. It's kind of neat. It gives like a dark outline to it. That's actually kind of cool. I'm gonna try that again with this bottom one then too. I don't think it's gonna work down here for the reasons that it exists. Actually, I don't think this is the right one. This one. Because the reason it's doing that is that's part of the cloud that's not being hit by light. So it's defaulting to its lack of light, which is black. Which is working down here, it's just not as pronounced. If I do that though, it loses some, well, because like there's little speckles down here. It loses a little of that by putting this back here. I might just try that. I'll try one more of these. These aren't Skyrim dragons, actually. I can't remember what these were. Let's see, that looks better. I still feel like the stuff on the head, you know, it might be the way that that light is hitting it right here. I wonder if I get rid of, because the main would be coming out of that point, so it's weird having that light come from there. Yeah, that helps. Just removing that, I think we could probably just go without it altogether. This one I might go back to having it be a bit whiter. I don't think I can go any brighter, mainly because of this. Like, this is very bright, but then the rest of it isn't. Actually, I still feel that this is almost too bright. Let me see if I can do something else here. So we're gonna split this up. So we're going to take this light and we're going to have it shine only at the head. We're going to make it, because to me night's about harsh shadows and harsh angles. So I'm going to move this so that it's nice and hard right across the face. Because hard across the face doesn't sound wrong or anything. And then we're going to copy this and we're going to try playing with this a couple times. And see if we can make it reflect off everything a bit better. So for one, it's this neck, because to make it bright enough to reflect off of the neck here. Right, I have to hit just the neck. Okay, that's a little bit more balanced. Okay, and now the same thing on the lower leg. Okay, and then that's all shadow lights. Not shadowed, and that not needed. That one is needed. I don't want it hitting that bit. And I'll be playing with the balance of lighting and stuff afterwards. My main issue right now is just getting them positioned and looking kind of how I want them to look. Okay, that should work. I just need to bring back the head one a little bit. I'm gonna just make it a thin line. Okay, that works. Now to figure out the brightness and coloration, I'm thinking I can keep it pretty low key. If I do that, I'll have to put another one across the nose, but I'll try it. You know, there would be normally no light from that side if you're thinking about it in reality, but that's not what we're going for here. It's giving it just a nice sharp angle from one side. Actually, this... I'm just trying to go for a sharp everything. I'm gonna put a little bit more around the corner here. Right there. Because without any of these lights, you're looking at just black. And if you watch in movies a lot, it's interesting to see how often they you see situations where you're like, where's that light coming from? Like, you literally can't think, like, or I can't see, but you can see fine. There's a lot of that because they just have to make things visible. So I think it's a science to try to figure out how do you balance out your lights to still maintain a semblance of reality, even though technically it doesn't make any sense. I think that's interesting in terms of cinematography and all that. But what I can do is instead, like right now, I think these are very, 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 very focused on like the white spectrum, or actually not really, is to just give them something. And being that the main's right here, I can get away with a little bit more to the purple. So we can try that. Because if it's pure white or too close to the white, I can understand it's not going to look right. That actually I think is fine. Oops. That one definitely could use the purple. I think this one... Oh, this is the one I want. We'll get a little bit added in there, but not too much. And I'm gonna move these in to the other one. Sure. There's a lot more blue light right here than I think there should be. Okay, so it's one of these. I think it's one of the... Yep, right there. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't know if it's actually hitting it or if it's just a glow. Oh, no, but it is hitting it. Okay, well, I thought it was going to be like a glow from... Oh, no, it is a glow. But still, I can just do that and reduce that glow. There is still... Oh, it's right there. Because I don't think I'm actually hitting it. No, it's just a bloom. And technically I could mess with the bloom too and like decrease it to nothing or put it all the way up. But I like bloom, so we're gonna keep bloom. Just gotta find a balance for it. Which light was that again? Okay, that's a bit better. And what I can do too is because there's this one. I'm gonna take this. I don't need shadows on this, at least I don't think I do. Need a bigger preview. I'm gonna take it. This is gonna hit a bunch of the front of her. But I don't want it to hit all the way to the back of her. Just like that. It's a nice soft bit. I'm going to make that fairly purple then. Actually, I don't know. It would work if I could turn off turn shadows on for it. These I don't want anymore, right? Pretty sure I don't. Nope. So which of these has shadows on that I can get rid of? This one has shadows on for the neck, but if I remember right... Oh, I adjusted its positioning. Oh wait, no, that's not going to do it. This will be fixed. I just didn't want to get hitting the stuff past it, but I just turn off shadows, my far edge way down. There, voila, same thing. I got shadow off. Okay. I wish it didn't hit the eye. I wonder if maybe it'd be better without it. Nah, I do like it with it. I think I'll keep it. One thing with the main I haven't done yet is actually I need to make sparkles. Sparkles. Okay, I don't need these anymore. I'm just gonna delete all of them. We just got apple juice. How about the apple juice? Well, okay. Now I need it out. Yeah, that's what it's from. The wing is from Smite, I believe, called Gold Fury. I'm gonna rename this so it's called Wing. Or actually, I guess Wings. This will be in with actors. And I don't need Nightmare Moon anymore, do I? Oh, wait, no! Oh, no, this Daybreaker I don't need anymore. I'm like, wait a second. That's weird. Actually, wait a second. What's going on here? It's a little weird. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Daybreaker. You can die now. Another thing, let's see here. Where is... Okay, so right now, underneath her here, there's nothing defining any part of her body. So I need to do that. Let's grab this one. Ugh, she's got a cloud down there. Okay, if there were no clouds and no wing lights, where would this be defined? I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there's barely a leg. Like there. So I really don't even think I'm able to. There we go. It's something. Oh yeah, sparkles. That's what I was doing. It's just kind of like copy from the other side. All I did was modify the one. She also has like a goatee or something. Or what do they call that? A Fu Manchu? A soul patch? Not a Fu Manchu. Spelling words now. Okay. The thing I need to make sure I do here is I don't want to have it be the same shape over and over again. So I need to make sure I change these, but these are tied. So I need to make sure I keep the same number. I think this is the number I was planning on going on. That'll work. And then I'm okay with copy pasting the same one again now because I have a space that they've broken up. Okay, and one more. This one's gonna get turned. See if we can make something work back here. Yeah, all right. That works. I do have a wing. So these are going to be let's call this main. There's the issue of the other wing and what I want to do with that. Thinking about just leaving it as kind of a side thing, because like right now I don't want to put it, like if I put it too far back here, it looks awkward. If I put it too like right here and I lit it for the main, I'm gonna have it in contrast with the main. If I put it like here, it's gonna look like she's got a like weird nose extension. Probably do something like that. Feeling that this is going to be awkward. This is this black gap. Why is this dark? Could I? I should put these. I'll put these ones there. This is the issue I see having though, is that the she doesn't light as well as the wing does. So I want to try to position it in such a way that I can control it a bit better. Oh, I thought it was cutting off there, but that's just her cutie mark. Actually, I might be able to have that cut off with their cheat mark right there. Because that's still better. Yeah, that's better. Anyway, now back to... I'm going to grab the wing lights since they're the ones I need, actually. No, they aren't. What I need is the one that went across the top. This one. Too bright. Might just keep it like that. And this one. Well, that's not actually part of the wing. This one's not actually needed. Might just leave it like that. Anyway, yeah, I'll probably just do that. Now the thing is with that background. So these got, I was thinking about doing smaller or tighter streaks, but I really can't do that. Because the depth of field is going to destroy it. Well, I kind of can, but I would have to pull them, like, put them a lot closer. I really don't think I can do much more with this one. I might just call it good. Yeah. And I don't think I can add any useful bump maps or anything to her armor pieces or anything. Yeah, I might just go with that. And everything's in 720, so I gotta back out. We can have picture done. And I have a semi idea for something short to do, or a short video to start working on. But I will be requesting user opinion on it. This will be bringing my computer to a halt for a few seconds as I. Or like probably 30 seconds as I get this rendered. Flexes are pretty quick on this one. And the reason I picked this time... Ooh, actually, now that I think about it, this has that weird, like... weird effect going through it, but I don't have that on the other ones. Tilt Aura, I think it is. Yeah. See if I can do this while running in 4K. Feels like it's arcing. I don't know why. Let's do that. I reduced its spread. Actually, I'm going to reduce its amount and probably put more of them. So we're going to put emit at 100. I also think I'm gonna... I mean, these are... Well, I guess it is kind of grayish. Because this is more towards the end with the blue. So I want to make them bluer. Does it have a color fade? No. Just feels like it's gray. They're grayer than it should be. Probably this one right here that's doing it. That and that instead. There we go. A little bit more gray in there. I move it a couple inches and everything explodes into different areas. the lack of structure from it, I feel like might actually be detrimental. I like how it kind of adds a hair feel. Oh, I have to play with the depth of field too. I can't forget that. I don't know why, but changing resolutions messes with the depth of field. I'm gonna do it right now. Because now her eye isn't in focus. Now the wing right here is the focal point. It's weird. I think now it's actually accurate. Yeah, that's weird. Not 100% accurate though. Too far that way. There we go. That's good. Nice and crisp on the eye. Okay, so this is main. So tail aura, I now have to go to this and change the color a little bit. So color this down to here, and this up to here, and a little bit more into blue. Okay, now it's good. So this is a total of 4 frames. I'm just gonna do that. That's the no, we'll do it like that. Save. Right. Render settings. We're gonna do motion blur does not matter. We'll do 256 on the depth of field and 32 on motion blur. And we want image sequence, Ember Moon, pictures. No, right. No, actually, we do. Sometimes I type something wrong in the folders and it doesn't actually start rendering into a folder, so I want to double check that it's going. Alright, this is going to make the stream kind of fucking weird for a sec, so just heads up. I'm going to be all like robot-y. One done. Instead, I was down to 6 frames a second for a bit there, and that's funny. But it keeps on trucking along. There we go. I love OBS. It doesn't care. It's like, I don't know what's going on, but I'll manage. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, the eye is in focus. I wasn't sure if the eye was in focus or not. Okay. I'll just do some editing. Because this is the part I'm really bad at anyway. I've been meaning to look up some more tricks and stuff to so I could get better at this part, but haven't been exceptionally worried about it. I know enough to get by. It's mainly about straightening out some of these weird texture error bits. One helmet there, like right here. This will be a fun one. Well, kind of. Don't need it to be great. Just needed something. I don't really want to get rid of that sharp line though, because I could smooth it out like this. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. I thought I was going to make it look less metallic. Oops, I did that wrong. There we go. This is way too epic a music for just photo editing. This shadow I might keep nice and hard around the edge there. These ones I need a hard edge for. Oh, too hard on that one. There's just these little polygon errors. You just do a teeny little push on the edges of them to just smooth it out, and it helps a lot. Especially with eyes, because eyes are the biggest focus of what people look at, so you want to make sure you do it right. Or you keep them looking right. Strong for that. I'm just trying to smooth out the lip errors. See these little ripples of the same errors. Just gotta be careful because I don't want to blur it. So that's why I do tiny little pushes from the outside. It's okay if I blur the inside, it's already kind of that way anyway. should have actually done a bum map on the nostril here too. You can't see the... I didn't think you could see the angry teeth through there, but you can. Hello, Skylight. How are you? Okay, this interior part is still armor. I would think that it's pretty round, so I don't want to have it be quite that sharp. Sure, that'll work. I'm gonna keep that edge, how that looks. It just needs some TLC. I'm doing pretty good. I was gone all last week, so it's nice being home. Really bad at straight lines. Seems slightly wobbly, but still better, so I don't care. Well, it depends. On some people put more effort into things than others. Nothing wrong with people putting in less. It's just, I mean, I used to put a lot less effort into it too, but then you learn and you get better, and hopefully you utilize what you learn to help enhance on the next stuff. Most of the work I do on this was actually, I can't remember who it was, but I was, somebody did a before and after of some work they did in SFM. And I could see from the way, from looking at it, what they had done, at least in a general sense. So I just figured out how to try to imitate it. and a lot of it was just SFM f's up corners, so fix the corners. Some of the other lighting bits get messed up, like this little fold here is weird, so it doesn't matter. Just blend the two together. And now voila, that fold's gone. Okay, now I don't know if I can get rid of this fold. So I haven't lit up yet, so I'm gonna do it easy. I think I'm okay with it staying that way. I just got rid of that line there because it was, even if it made sense, it just felt weird. Like other little things, these little lines coming through here are technically, they're causing, where you can see where the lower quality render was, how the lines come through. So I'll just come through and just do a little wiggle, teeny wiggle. It makes them a true blur. These ones are bright enough so they actually showed up okay, and I think they're layered enough. These ones, nope. I might be able to go with the inside. I think I might have messed up the lighting on doing that. Yeah, a little bit. Gotta be more careful. Let's go with the model. Wing itself, I don't think I have to do much too. There's not much for texture errors on that, if any. Most texture errors are normally because there's no bump map to hide it, at least in terms of Pony. Yeah, this moon's kind of a weird shape. It's a little bit more of a round. Had to have the round badonk. Thoughts on the BronyCon news? Well, I was there when all that went down. Doesn't bother me at all, actually. I personally was not planning on going this year, or next year. So the fact that they're adding another year just means that now I am gonna go. But then I'll just make the next year after that when I don't go, because there'll be no more. So it doesn't really affect me in any, because I wasn't gonna go there anyway. But my thought is if they're doing it, it's because they're having financial issues. So for them to keep it going would just be it wouldn't be what it was before, and it would just be like you're just dragging the horse behind the cart. No, let it go when it's on a high instead of when it's at its bottom. There's plenty of other small cons out there. The fandom's not dying because BronyCon's gone. I just think that BronyCon was big big and had lots of stuff going on, but I don't think that's what people are looking for as much anymore. There's still a lot of people that do, but the small cons, a lot of the small cons are going up in attendance, and they're I think it's just people finding their friends and going to the ones that they can hang out with their friends, that they can be there in a similar environment. So I don't think there's anything wrong with BronyCon going away. It's not like there's not plenty of other conventions to go to. Like my favorite one, Cider Fest, and that's in Milwaukee. So I think that just means that next year's BronyCon is going to be epic, because you're going to have a lot of people that weren't planning on going, like myself, that now are going to go. But more importantly, you're probably going to get a lot of people that haven't been to it for a long time coming back to kind of give that last little hoorah. So that's going to be pretty cool, I think. That's actually why I'm going, is just because it's going to be big. And originally we were planning a DC trip before BronyCon one year, and it's just kept falling through, but now we'll have to make it happen. So I don't like that blue under there. We're gonna make it disappear. Anyways, besides that, how important would you say a monitor's color accuracy is for SFM? I would say, kinda. It really doesn't matter too much. I think the most important thing is having having enough the good contrast and brightness, so you're not going too far off of those ones. But really, you could do color tests, like brightness tests online, where it'll give you like pictures and stuff, and it just says adjust it to make these things work. If you go to those and adjust it to what it fits or what fits in its requirements, you're fine. There are monitors out there. Like, I think I just have a normal monitor for colors, but you can get true color, and I can't remember the one above that, and they get much more expensive, where you can start increasing the amount of colors you can see. But if you increase the amount of colors you can see, who cares? Because it's about fitting the norm when you're distributing content. If you go and make something that looks great in one monitor but nobody has that monitor, why? It's a waste of time. So I'd just go and find that balance, so that you're fitting the norm with people online, and then you're good. Okay, there's still that little bit right there. That's annoying me. That'll work. Yeah, DC is great. I've never been there, but the museums are what I want to hit up. So the Air and Space Museum, duh. I'm gonna hit that up for sure. But it's like a $10 train ride from Baltimore to DC. And vice versa. So that was the intent, was to fly into DC, spend like 4 days there, take the train to Baltimore, go to the convention, then fly back out of there. One-way tickets have been balanced out quite a bit now, where you're not going to be, this is too bright, you're not going to be paying an arm and a leg to just do a one-way ticket anymore. There. Actually, when you make it brighter like this, you can actually see the cast shadow here, which we couldn't actually see before because it's too dark. Trying to find a nice balance. I think that should work. Okay, now the question is, for one, I'm going to save this as it is. With the bigger O, whatever. Moon. Actually, I do like ramen. So, and not just like the 15-cent packs that you get out of the store. We actually go to Moto-E, which is a place in the downtown cities here that does actually good traditional ramen. No, so the original picture is this way that I did for Daybreaker. Now, if I want to do this as an opposite one, I could swap this. So we'll take, by taking I think I'm going to just flip the whole thing. Can I just flip it all and have it selected? Nope. Oh, I don't know why. Actually, this is the only one that needs to be flipped. It looks awkward at first, but you have to give it time to your brain to go, what just happened? But then technically you could put these two together, either like that or as like that. That was the intent of it. I think it actually works better from the other way. Let's go this way with it. I think I might do with that though. That was the intent, so I might as well keep it that way. It's just my I don't know if it's just being right-handed or whatnot, but I have this like certain orientation that like my brain forces me to put things in. Like when I normally have pictures of people standing, they usually almost always have to be like standing with their certain side facing. It's really weird. It's like, just to me, this looks wrong just because my brain is telling me that that is not how I should be setting up my pictures. But I don't know. It's just, it's goofy. Oh, what was the size of this one? Did I bring this one down to 1080? Nope, I kept this one at 2K. So I'm going to do the same with this one. No, but I don't know what I named the other one. Wow, that was actually intensive on the system. Is it back? Am I back? Yeah, I think so. Well, that was like, I guess if you do smallest file size, it really thinks. What did I name the picture last time? Yeah, hello. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I did have, I think it was Kelchan that named that one. Yeah. If somebody has an idea for a name on this one, let me know. Always we're working on getting it uploaded. With how the tail is done for the Nightmare Moon one is, or not Nightmare Moon, the Daybreaker one is possible, but the Nightmare Moon one isn't. The tail bits and stuff, like what you see here, they're just clouds with lights on them, so there's no way to make them float or to flow like normal smoke would. I would have to completely redo how the mains and stuff are done. Animating them in general, not difficult. Though technically, I think that the background would be looking better if it was something falling, like shooting stars or like artillery type look, like rays shooting down, than it would just be like floating rays. So all that's possible, but the mane and tail would not look near what they are. So the other one was called "I'm Everything You Wish You Could Be," I think, because of the playoff of "I'm Everything You Want to Be." Is there a quote from Nightmare Moon that makes sense? Anything would be good otherwise. 3D SFM, source filmmaker, just the standards, and then Nightmare Moon. What did I put for tags on this one? SFM Solo I had on there too. Pony. Let's keep that. Nobody has any ideas for titles? And I lost my premium, so I don't have fancy icons anymore. Okay, which live streams are we working on this? Was it the 2 last week? So, or it was 8/7, 8/10, 8/21. I'm trying to think of Nightmare Moon quotes. I wonder if I can find one. That could even work. Don't you know who I am? Dope. Remember this day, little ponies kind of works too. It's a really bad quote, but it's literally just like word for word what she says for a little bit. I guess she really doesn't speak that much. Oh, that's a family. No. I don't want to have a title as too many words. To me, the title of I'm everything you want to be, or everything you wish you could be, to me is already too long. There's the title. What? See, they're pulling out like not just Nightmare Moon, but everything. So, I like having a quote, but it doesn't have to be a quote. Maybe I can make a modification of the other quote from Daybreaker. Everything you want to be. What is the opposite of that? Or like, what's another? Well, I guess it'd be a double negative to say it to say the same thing. No, I'm trying to think of saying some. I'm nothing. I'm trying to think of something with nightmare then. Yeah, I was thinking that you're nothing I don't want to be, but that just sounds like some children's song or something. So I don't know how well that would work. If I would have planned it ahead of time, I could have titled him differently. But I like that one as it is. Nah, I can't think of anything right off the top of my head. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing about everything you fear. I was trying to find a way to make it as many words, or just say it with 6 syllables or 6 words like that. I'm everything you fear to be. That could work. Maybe. Does that work? No, it doesn't really. The grammar's a little weird. I'm everything you are afraid to be. Because that's technically what Luna was. She was afraid of being Nightmare Moon again. Was what the Tanibus was. I don't know. I'm gonna write it and see what it looks like. How do I do the capitalization on this? All of them, okay. I'd buy that title. Is the same as saying it's not bad. Which that is one of my favorite phrases in the world is when people say how you doing and somebody replies not too bad. It doesn't mean you're doing good either. It just means that on the scale of awesome to horrible, you can cut off the bottom half. It doesn't mean you're doing that great. Oh, yeah. Okay. Grammar Nazi. But you are correct. The thing is, I actually like doing that, though, where I purposely do it wrong. I had a friend that was pretty big on that, like, having things grammar specific, and so I always bugged him with it. Like, one time he texted me and about being somewhere, and I said, well, I'll meet you there, but for meat I put MEAT, so like meat, like a hunk of meat, like, so MEAT, you there. And he didn't say anything, and I thought like, well, that's really surprising. Well, then like days later I brought up that I did that, and he's like, God, I knew it, and because I just he just wasn't going to say anything. Work did that to me recently too, where they went and had this like a flow chart, and they sent it to me to check it, and I sent over some recommendations, but they had or I sent them some recommendations, they sent it back, but in fixing some of the things, they just completely destroyed the formatting in every way possible. It was horrible, but I'm like, it's not my thing, I won't say anything, and I passed it across. Well, I found out they did that purposely to see if they would get a rise out of me. They're like, no, we had it already fixed, it was good looking. But I'm like, no, that's not how this works. It's supposed to be that you make I'm supposed to do that to people, not the other way around. Okay, yeah, I see where you're coming from. But the thing is that I'm going to be linking each one to each other, so they will be seen together. That's why I said it would kind of work. Yeah, by itself, I think it sucks. But I like putting them together and make it a thing. So I might just keep with that because I really could care less. Okay. And you could almost say I'm everything you're afraid to want, but I think that's actually worse. Okay, I'm glad that it has fit your lowest tier of standard. Download link. Okay. I wish I had my preview images. I will copy this one. And we will update. See, they actually work pretty well on my thing. Okay, does it save my Daybreaker model link? No, it ruins it. I hate when they're like, here's these cool features, and then you use the cool features, and then if you stop using the cool features, they're like, oh, well, fuck you. You have to go back to using them, because every time you change anything that you have from now on, it will break things. I do need to find the Nightmare Moon model, though. I didn't use the new one. I used the old one. This one. Yes. Okay, and link your modelers. Okay. Okay, cool. You've upped the standard a little bit. Thank you, Jay. No, I have a 2K monitor, so that's why I do that. 4K, I think it's fine, but for most people, 4K is going to be scaled down, and normally, if you're scaling a picture down to the resolution, it will fuzzy some of the lines, and it doesn't always give you the final product that you were expecting. It looks great for the people that have 4K monitors, but that's kind of a small number right now. But I have a 2K monitor, so at least I feel like by doing 2K, I am presenting something that I could use then. Though I still like this wallpaper, and I will stick with this one for a while. And at least then that's not as much of a scale down, and the file size isn't as enormous. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, it's whatever. That's thing. I have to change this back to 2K here, or not 2K, 720. I had 2K on the mind now. Anyways, so for what I wanted to do now is I wanted to start working on a short, and I couldn't think of a short to make until like a half hour before the stream. But the idea I came up with is I had previously made some other videos that had a smart Twilight using audio from Borderlands pre-sequel that I did for Anthology, like this one.
Science, formulas, microscopes, learning.
And this one.
Let's learn some stuff. Come on, press the button, the science button. 3, 2, 1, blast off!
Anyway, so I grabbed more audio from her, and there is some gems in her stuff, but I found 4 of them, and that would work because they removed some of the mission aspects from the audio bits. Or they don't have any mission aspects to them. So I need to pick one of these, and I don't know which one to pick yet. They all kind of work. So these are some that they'd all be pretty short. Sun slams. A handle lecture and this. Well, yeah, she looks like that anyway. Anyways, so that's why I thought the side twi is just fun. So, but so I have these 4 that I picked out as separate ones to potentially do, and it's called Dr. Spara or Spara. which is from pre-sequel.
You got a brain! Woo! You got a brain! Woo! You got a brain!
Okay, I need to stop it. So
Woo! You got a brain!
I get it. I get it.
Woo!
Okay, it's not gonna loop anymore. But I just thought that was something that could be really, really stupidly funny. Just you've got a brain.
I need some robo lubricant. Gonna be so gross. So hyped.
There's a lot of robots to work with, so that could be could work.
I need some robo lubricant. Gonna be so gross. So hyped.
There's this one.
Here are some facts about flying. 1. You need wings to fly. 2. Awesome. Grab me a stalker wing from my missile.
Okay, if you ignored the last part, that was my intent. I thought that could actually work with something, like a Scootaloo thing. Like she's teaching Scootaloo about flying.
Here are some facts about flying. 1. You need wings to fly. 2. Awesome.
So I thought that was kind of funny. Just cut it out at that. You could even add some more to it because there's some audio from her. Oh, but there it is. That has her just making some sounds.
And launch! Here are some facts. Friggin' experiments are so cool. That's too goopy to lab stuff! And squishy! Yeah! Science! For now! Launch that! Alright. Put the... Yeah! That kinda sucked. Blah, blah! Lab stuff! Blah, blah! Blah, blah!
Yeah, like that one. I still like...
Headshot surgery!
Oh yeah, this one I thought could work for a little bit.
Headshot surgery! Ho! Now grab the brain!
It's like the middle part.
Headshot surgery! Ho!
I love her. But no, there are some sound effects in there, like the pop, pop, pop. You could make her do like. I was thinking that she could be like, after she says "step 2, awesome," and like pushes Scootaloo off a cliff or something.
You ever see that basketball movie with the song about flying? This is just like that.
I think she could go at the end of that. Well, I can't. It's the same voice. You could have Rainbow in there.
Here are some facts about flying. 1. You need wings to fly. 2. Awesome.
Actually, it's a little bit different, so it could work.
2. Awesome.
So you could say it's somebody else, but in general, no. But I think that this one could go with this last one.
You ever see that basketball movie with the song about flying? This is just like that.
That was... I remember where I was in the game when I heard her say that, because it was on the way back from a mission, and oh my, I was dying. It was... This is just like that.
Oh man, I hope that glass holds. I want to learn stuff!
That one I also thought could work for things. I think that the flying one might work the best, actually.
About flying. 1. You need wings to fly. 2. Awesome. Grab me a stalker wing from my missile.
I just have to cut out the end of it. I think that works, though. Links for bits. They are very shiny. And your icon in the little thing there. It's quite awesome. There. I think the flying one would work the best if you're trying to make a story from it. And how long is that? It would be... you'd probably get a second at the beginning. It's about 5 seconds up to this point.
Grab me a stalker wing from... Awesome. Grab me a stalker wing from Mom. 2. Awesome. Grab me a...
Okay, yep, it's about 5 seconds, so 6.
You ever see that basketball movie with the song
4,
about flying?
And then you get your fillers, so you're looking at about 13 to 15 second video, which is about what I was looking for, so that could work. Sweet. The only thing I need to do now is I need to get this converted. No, not that one. This one. Okay.
Awesome. Grab me a...
So I don't need this part of it. Oops.
Two. Awesome.
Okay. Exports as wave 48,000. SFM is 48,000, right? Oh, this got cut off, didn't it? There we go. 44,100. Yeah, that's what I thought. Could be. Yeah, you could believe that was a different voice for Awesome, but I don't think. How to make it work with the audio bit at the end. I want the joke to be that, or the plan right now would be to have her like at a blackboard or something, so showing whatever, and then booting Scoots off something, and because is she flying yet in the series? I haven't paid attention to the newest season. If she is that kind of, but yeah, the booting her offers or whatever. But that would be the joke. And if Awesome came up with Rainbow, that would be part joke, and it would be too much at once. So, you can put a lot of joke stuff at once if you have a lot of build up, but there's just there's no build up. So, so this is what did I call the other one? I think I just called it by what it was. So we're gonna call it Steps to Flying. Okay. And then we will close this. No, don't care. Oh, I don't need to go in there. Let's go in here.
See that basketball movie with the song about flying? This is just like that.
Actually, I could put Rainbow in here because then she's talking to somebody. But I'll putz at that as we go. Okay, yeah, back to 44,100. Okay. I still want to make sure of, because otherwise this wouldn't really work so well. Wait, that's not better. To have a cliff. Oh, I could make a cliff. It would take a little bit more scene building, but I could do it. I probably should load the audio first. Okay, if the hertz was wrong, this will be very loud.
About flying.
Okay, it's good.
1. You need wings to fly. 2. Awesome. You ever see that basketball movie with the song about flying? This is just like that.
Okay, so they work good. So I'm gonna save because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to load all the other ones. So I think Twilight with the science stuff on is called Sci-Twi. I think it's this one. Yeah, I'm gonna assume so. Then we need scoots. Okay, that's... There we go. That's the chibi little one. It's old. Alright. Though they're a little bit more adult now, and this got really weird. He's not old enough, Twilight. And then we'll just go with the normal enhanced. I don't think I'm gonna have her user or speaking, but I do want to have her in here. All the normal setup stuff. Exciting. Okay. So we're going to put them on a cliff. I need to have them up high. And probably in a corner. Not quite in a corner, though. I can always turn it, I guess, but... The reason I want to have them in a corner is because I want to be able to have a nice vision distance. But if I was not in a corner, I wouldn't be able to look to the side, which is potentially something I want to do here. So, it might be a little too close to that corner, though. Yeah, that should work. I have some ideas for different shots, and I want to play with it. Alright, later, Jay. Good luck. Essays are not fun. As to why they look towards the sky, it's just based on where the model or where this thing is. And so, for some reason, it starts up here. I'm thinking that this is a carryover from other models. I'm guessing that if you were to load up like a TF2 character or something, and you looked at their eye level, where their eyes were looking, being that they're standing, that they would probably be looking about straight at that point. So it's probably just a carryover. That's my guess. That means doesn't mean I'm right. I would understand more if it was straight above them, but no, it's forward a bit. That's why I'm confused. Unless there's like some default value that it gives to eyes, which would make no sense. But it'd be weirder things. Okay, so I think this is the one I've used most times. Bring your dad to school day. Okay. I swear this is the one I've used. I should come up with some kind of -90? Nope. -90. How's it blinking on all these? I wish I could break the chalkboard, because that would be great. Of like step 2, have Rainbow Buster head through. Well, I could actually break that up. Hold on.
Have you seen that basketball movie? To fly. 2. Awesome.
Because I could have it be where
To fly. 2.
you do that. Looking for the right sound. A lot of sounds. It's more stupid little stuff. Hello. Might have to look for the crash. Oh. Standard, but it works. And then we do set volume. I don't think I can go above. Nope. But I could have it where at step 2 have Rainbow Dash run into the chalkboard at that spot. So
here are some facts about flying. 1. You need wings to fly. 2. Awesome.
See, like that. I think that works.
2. 2. Awesome. 2. Awesome. Ever seen?
I wonder if she has an audio bit where she's like something about get out there or something.
Rocket science! Woo! I got an idea for a rocket navigation system. Let's learn some stuff. Kill one of those torque things and give me its brain. Gonna grab the brain? Yeah!
Because I can say, because I can't just have it. Because if it was step 2 awesome, I could kick her out. But if I'm adding a joke in there, I have to have, which is Rainbow Dash hitting the chalkboard, I have to have something that initiates the next bit. And so I need something about her telling her, now get out there and throw her Skulu off the cliff or something.
You did it! I knew you could do it!
That's the one. Just...
You got a brain! Woo! I need some robo lubricant. Gonna be. Also, grab me some Kragon skins for the nose cones of the rocket. Aerodynamicism. I need some stalker blood as lubricant. Gonna be gross. The stalker exam table's probably got some leftover blood to drain. Don't think about how gross it is. Or do, because it's still cool. Just one more vat of bloody, greasy stuff and... Just get some more stalker blood and we'll be aces. Wings looking super solid. Now slap some lube on there and bing bang boom rocket science learning!
I was originally going to try to use that one for something too. Because bing bang boom rocket science learning.
Alright!
I'm going to shrink this down so it's easier to work with here. Alright. Bam. Alright. Which one is I on here?
Alright! Here are some facts about flying. 1. I stashed a freeze gun for you because science is all about being prepared and hiding freeze guns everywhere. Bam, I'm smart. Same diff. Just look at that stalker wing. Gonna be sick when we get it on the rocket. Get the wings so my missile can soar. You ever see that basketball movie with the... We got what we need. Woo! Come on back. Alright. Put the wings and lube on that blam. Now put the torque brain on this rocket. That's our independent variable.
If you don't know what she's doing, she's telling you to... She's trying to build a rocket, but she's asking you to get these body parts of animals to make it work, but the thing works really, really stupid, and so she keeps adding more to it to make it work better.
That torque brain's gonna make this work so awesome! That torque has no... Try killing...
Oh, yeah,
that torque has no idea how to drive! Woo! I stashed a freeze gun. Try killing him with a crit! That should pop those brains right out like pop! Just, you gotta crit him to get the brain. Try... That brain's looking juicy. Scientific ethics! One more and we'll have enough. Alright. Oh man, I hope that glass holds. I wanna learn stuff! Come on, press the button. Now, fire the rocket! Hypothesis, this will be frickin' sick! That blending! Follow me, the blender's over here. It's in! Let's go!
That could actually work too.
Follow me, the blender's over here.
For a video. Just have that, and then it goes to this one.
It's in! Let's go launch the rocket! Blah, blah! Here's some... Yeah! That kinda sucked. Torque brains are dumb. Bring me a soldier brain. Just go kill one of those doll guys and take their mind! Here's some headshot surgery! Ho! Now grab the... That's exactly what I am talking about! Come on back and we'll test the rocket again! Blah, blah! Oh, alright.
Not finding what I need though.
Put the soldier's brain in the second rocket. Now, launch that thingy! Science! I like the cut of this rocket's jib. Let's split the difference though. Combine the soldier brain and the torque brain in the science blender! Squishy! Yeah! Lab stuff! Alright. Friggin' experiments are so cool. That's too goopy to pick up though. Shoot it with an ice weapon to get it. It's congealed! I'm feeling it! Let's go pop it in the rocket! And launch! 3, 2, 1, blasto! Oh man, it's heading for my house. Yeah! We did it! Screw my house! Science! Let me give you a reward! Woo! 3... What if dogs could talk? It's congealed!
Okay, so there's no voice of her saying get out there. That makes that a little tougher. I don't know what to put in the middle. I might have to puss with it later or something. Or puss with that part.
2. Awesome.
Well, that's
You
fine.
ever see that basketball movie with the song about flying? This is just like that.
Yeah, I know. Any of those ones that come up, that's all I see now for it. But that's originally what it was she was building rockets with the brains, and they were just being stupid and flying in circles or whatever. And so with the last one you make, she goes, "Oh crap! It's fine. It's heading for my house." And then it blows up her house, and then she's like, "Yeah, we did it! Screw my house." It just happened to. I just took like 3 different bits of her audio and mixed it together to make the original short.
Awesome. 2 is to fly. 2. Awesome.
That definitely needs something in the middle here.
Awesome.
Which would probably put this one out to about, let's say.
Awesome. You ever see that basketball movie?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be right around here. So we'll leave it there.
Here are some facts about flying.
I don't know if I want to jump right into this or not.
Here are some facts about flying.
It could, like, just start it with like the home or the Full House like thing where you show the outside of a building, and or like South Park does it's the cartoon what do they call that? I did a whole panel on it, stuff like that. Shot for setting up where you are. Oh, my brain stopped working. I can't remember. Alright, so we need to make a room. Kind of. So what I want to do is I'm not going to have... Well, maybe I wouldn't have a room. I might just put a wall. I want to make it look... No, because the Scoot's going to... I have to show that Scoots is there. Because if I wanted to knock her off a cliff, I can't have it... I was going to originally have like a classroom where I was going to have a floor and a back wall, and then I have the cliff right next to it, just throw her right off of that. Because if I do it like an actual full building, I have to build both the buildings inside and outside, and that is to be much more time consuming. Suppose, like, I read it was an article or something written by somebody that I think they have no idea what they're talking about. There's something about it being delayed indefinitely, but I'm pretty sure that it's just them being trolls. Alright, so you look this way. The sucker actually should be 0. Alright, so we do need a chalkboard though. I know I have already exported this one before. Yeah, that was where I did formulas. Oh, do I still have the file for that one? Doesn't look like it. So this is the base chalkboard. But how do you write in chalk? Is there like a... Is there a paintbrush for it? I might not even worry about that right now. So we need step 1. And actually, screw this. I could actually write this. I have to add music on my playlist for sure. Okay, let's see if I can find a chalk brush. That'll work. That's just an image. Is it just the image? Yes, it is. There it is. Ah. Okay, this is very low texture, isn't it? Might just want to make it brighter. Because I don't need to actually write it on there, though. I technically could if I wanted to. League of Stable is still one of my favorites that I made, for sure. I want to kind of make more from that, just because it was... I don't have to worry about audio. I get to be creative and follow the audio to make the video. It was fun. Somebody asked me a question of how long would it take you to make the entire Hellsing abridged in SFM, and I just said years. Like, what do you expect? I actually never thought chemistry was that good. It was. There's something that bothered me about it. All right, so we have. Well, that's a badass. This is actually. I need to make this. Is there one that's like maybe this? This needs to have a bigger fade at the end. How do you do that? No scattering. I thought there was a way to make it like trail off. Oh, actually, side shader is pretty nice with this. Okay, that helped. That doesn't matter. Okay, that does. We're gonna keep that off. Okay, that works pretty good. I'm working on a chalkboard that I need to draw it on. I'm just trying to figure out how to do certain things. I swear there was a way to make it so that it would fade at the end. I thought it said wet noises. And I was like, that's weird. I swear there is. I just don't remember what it is. I might just try to fade it at the end myself. Oops. What did I do? I selected a different one. I broke it. What did I hit? I got weird lines in there now. I'm so confused. I know I accidentally clicked something. Because I don't think it's meant to do that. I think I just broke. I don't know how I broke it that bad. Is there a default button? Well, when in doubt, open again. Technically, the highest view count one I have right now is Twidash, actually. Yeah, still doing it. What did I do? No. It's not showing it there. And it's not tied to anything. Well, I might have to worry about this later because I don't know what happened. I literally don't know what button I hit that makes it pooped. Like, what makes it do that? Is it? That's a big comical brush. Whatever. I'm not gonna go deal with that. Well, next time I open it, I'll just be super confused. All right. So what we will need is a little bit of lip sync. So let's highlight right here. Let's Scootaloo. Where's Scootaloo go? Here. We'll have Rainbow Dash off camera. Over here.
Here are some facts about flying. 1. Here are some facts about flying. 1. Here are some facts about flying. 1. You need wings to fly. 2. Awesome. Facts about flying. Here are some facts about flying. 1.
I'm wondering if I should cut this as well.
About flying.
Right here. Because I'm thinking what I can do it, because I'm trying to figure out, like, how do you have, with the amount of time that you have, trying to show that you have Rainbow Dash and Scootaloo and her in the same shot. Because you could either do a backward shot where you're showing all three at the same time, or it would have to be broken up to where you would be showing one, them separately. So I was thinking is doing it where oh, for the wallpapers thing, I actually think it looks better with them looking apart. When they're looking together, I don't know, they seem too close. If they were both looking inwards but not at the edge of the picture, I would say looking inwards, where they were both looking into the mass at the center, but that they're not. So, so the idea was.
Here are some facts about flying.
Okay, I can't actually show the actual board yet. So we do something like this.
Here are some facts about flying. 1. Facts about flying. Facts about flying. There are some facts about flying. 1. Fly. About flying. About flying.
Because I was thinking about having instead of Rainbow Dash flying into it, have Rainbow Dash sitting like she's in class 2.
Here are some facts about flying. Here are some facts about flying. Facts about flying. 1.
I was thinking have her throw rainbow lanes up there instead.
Awesome. You need wings to fly. 2. Awesome. 2. To fly. 2. 2. Wings to fly. 2. Wings to fly. 2.
It's the same audio I used before for this crazy side twine.
2.
So I was thinking stuff like that would work. It would say step 2, but I was thinking about drawing like a target on there and then have her throw her on there. I already have something where I could just have that work. I could even have it leave like what would be an Epony imprint, but it would take time to figure out the positioning and how to make all that work.
Awesome.
See, this is my storyboarding. I love doing storyboarding like this. Though I think might need to do I don't want to do too much more setup for this, like in a large sense, because any other camera angle I try to go at that's going to show all of them here is going to include the chalkboard, and that spoils things. So because this would be on a wall. I mean, I could put them in a larger room. I'm trying to think ahead of how much effort I want to put into something like this, because I could have them in a larger room, but have Twilight throw Scootaloo out of doors that were further away, or even just behind her. If you like that, I can just do this.
Awesome. Awesome.
I don't even think she knows what's going on anymore.
Awesome.
So yeah, I think the biggest question now is how to do the I mean, really, I don't even need this last part.
The song. Ever see that basketball movie with the song about flying? This is just like that.
Yeah, I might have to think about if I want to keep that on, because I could just end it with this.
To fly. 2. Awesome. That's about flying. 1. You need wings to fly. 2. Awesome.
I could just cut it there.
Ever see that basketball movie with the song about flying?
I think that this might be dragging it on.
It's just like that.
And if anything, the funny thing there is the audio itself, and that kind of defeats the purpose of making a video from something. You're just animating something for the purpose of just making video to something funny.
Awesome.
Twitch. Oh yeah, that's fine. You can do that.
2.
I don't know, because I just don't know how to end that the way I'd want to there.
Awesome.
If I had audio to connect it, I could, but I'd have to think about it first. This doesn't have a texture on the back, right? No. I was thinking I could make it, if it was a spinning one, I could make it just keep spinning. Oh, hey, Rainbow. This is just fun to abuse. Yeah, I think I might have to think about that a little bit as to what I want to potentially do for the video. Because if I ended it here, I could do that in like 2 weeks. But if I add this extra bit on there, it's going to add another 2 to 3 weeks on easy. Because that's a lot of lip syncing.
That basketball movie with the...
And it's going to potentially have a much larger scene build that I'm going to have to make. Much larger. Because the idea was to have her, like, throw Scoots out the door and have her falling, but then have it, like, her and Rainbow then walk up to standing over the cliff face looking down with this audio then playing.
You ever see that basketball movie with the song about flying? This is just like that.
And it would definitely work, but the idea was to potentially show, like, having Scootaloo thrown out the window here from a far distance and having the cliff face, which would be very cheaply done. I don't care enough. And having her fall, and it would just be a flat face, and I can do that. I have the models for that. And then have it go from up here and have that. But it's the main thing is this part. How do I connect those two? I can't edit. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get on talk. I can't connect those two with just Rainbow getting hit with the board and then throwing her Scootaloo out the window. It doesn't connect right. So I have to think about it. Anyway. But it's essentially 9. My clock here is off. It's like 3 minutes too. So and I'll have to think about some stuff. So I'm going to end it here. But we got the picture done. We got a video started. So that is a good thing. Progress. That's what's always good. There and there. Okay, now that my mind's kind of reset with the image, it looks a lot better. And actually, I really like how the lighting turned out in that. In whole. So. Anyway. I will be back on Friday to stream some more. As far as I know, I should have no weird, awkward breaks coming up. Oh. No, actually, not for like a month. So I should be able to stream pretty consistently for about next month. I just have this Friday I can't stream, and there's some weird times in October that I'm probably gonna be gone too. So, yes, just make a compilation of me abusing Grandma Dash. I love you all too. So, anyways, have a good week, guys, and have a cat and have sleep or something. So, all right. All right. See you later. Thanks for coming.